Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody, and have a good day to all of you, mga sano. So, for today's topic, we're going to talk about with our title of "Love Failure as You Love Success." So, um, why did I come up with this idea? So, it is because as what we have seen in some YouTube channel about talking about success. So they attain success through their failures. And I think it's natural that we could experience failures in life because even the most successful person, even how smart they are in life, you know, even if they excel at something, even if they are, a scientist or a smart, a high IQ people, but even in that state of their uh, life, their high intelligence, but they always encountered failures. As inventors of you know gadgets, cars. So it's just that they believe in hard work. They believe in consistency. They believe that through your daily efforts, you know, you can achieve some things in life. And even Albert Einstein, so they believe that uh, consistency, being persistent on doing something that you really dream to achieve is really important because failure is part of success, and you cannot achieve some things in life if you are not if you did not experience failure, because failure is just it's a state where you can improve, where you can try to correct something. You can also improve something, when you are inventing, if it's a car or something that is useful for the humanity. So you fail at your during the trial stages because it only entails that it needs some improvements. uh, we can also replace the word failure as used for improvements. You need to improve something when you are inventing something. So uh, failure is also just for them it's an improvements. You need some improvements, so something like that. But many super rich person, so they really tells us that when you love success, so you also need to love failures, so that no matter will come out in your way. So even how many failures you will encounter, so you just really love failure as you love success. And when you really love failure, so there's no reason that you can be a successful person or a successful individual. So something like that. So failure can be a necessary part of success, and some say that people who persevere understand this. Here are some reasons why you might want to consider failure as part of your personal development. Each time you fail, you can learn something new that can help you get closer to your goals. Meeting new people, you might meet new people who inspire you. So there are really many ways. uh, like you might learn new strategies or ways of approaching things. So uh, that's what we find in Google. So in my real own opinion, so Um, as the time, when time hit me, when I just decide to myself that I need to be patient. All these positive thoughts and character. So when I decide to myself that I am going to, you know, as I always encountered a failure, so I think I really need to love the process of failing at something. I think I need to love failure because um I think it's part of the game. As in our life, uh, you can you cannot achieve something in life even if you want to be good at something, you know, even if it's in sports, you will always and surely fail. And as I've always listened and watched some great athletes and super successful person, especially in business, so they always have the same story. They always um, overcome their adversity, their failures. So they rise against adversity no matter what's the odds within themselves. So they just love that. And through loving the failure in that times of adversity, so they find answers, they find some opportunities that really change their life. And I think it's just the same. There's uh, quotes that if you can, well, you can do it too. So you have you have the same, brain. You have brain and you have brain. You just that it really depends upon yourself when you really decide to yourself that that's what you're gonna do for the rest of your life, and you are willing to take the risk even if it leads to failure. It doesn't seem to really affect you because that's what you really uh, tell to yourself that you will always love failure. And as you love failure, then success will come easier. So something like that. And uh, yeah. So there are many techniques, factors that can be used. But um, even if you have really, good characteristics, good knowledge, but if that time you will not accept and you feel depressed of failing at something, so when that time comes, so those learnings, those um, character building that you have within yourself will really put into vain. It will just you know uh, perish. You just being disaligned. So in order to um, be good at something, so you need also to love mistakes. You need to love for many improvements when you're working at something, and you really need to love failure. You can fail 1,000 times, you can fail 100 times. It's just that you only need one win. You only need one success, and that's what you really need to think to yourself and really need your focus. So it's just that you really have to um, get in that kind of state of mind where you are so focused that you just really don't care. Sometimes you need to be obsessed at your goals, but that's just what it really takes. And there's maybe some balance, but if you just you are starting at the first stages of your attaining dreams and goals in life, I think you need to be obsessed. You need to always think of your dreams. You need to train yourself, your mind, your body, so that when you are getting used to, when it becomes a second nature to yourself of doing that certain things in life, especially in attaining your dreams and goals in life. So It's just that um, you really know when on or how or where to uh, put yourself out. It's just that it just become a second nature. You have to be bold and strong enough that whatever may come in your way or whatever the scenarios, you are so focused that it just didn't affect you, and you can really overcome it, and you can make any mislead to your goals and dreams in life. So that's the focus that you really need to put to yourself. And sometimes you need to be obsessed at your goals. So that's what you really need. If you really want something in life, you need to be uh, not a normal person, not a normal mindset, not a normal kind of making things out. Because that's what I have observed and learned and watched for many successful persons. So they are not a normal being because they think extraordinarily, because it just really happens, maybe because of their goals. They have big dreams and big goals, and in order to attain that, in order to achieve that, so you need to have big actions and big effort. Also, you need have a big focus within yourself. It's just that you become uh of how uh your dream, of how big it is. So it is also measured by your actions. So you cannot dream big and success big dreams if you will only take less effort. You will only act, you know less action. So you need to measure up the same amount, you know of your as your dreams. You need to put and put an effort the same as your dreams in life. You need to have big actions. And I think when you are an athlete, so you can have all those life principles, those beautiful motivational wisdom words, but I think it's just really uh, get back to one simple actions, and that's what you really need within your career if you want to pursue something, especially in sports. And that thing also only is practice, practice, and practice. So that's the only one you need. You need to practice every day. So a good athlete will practice often, more often, if it's all right with your schedule, so you can do it every day. And that's what a successful person really do within themselves. So they really just have some patience. They have some focus within themselves. They have big dreams. They think big and they act big. They give great efforts and big actions towards their goals. You know, it's just that you need to measure the same amount of how big is your dream. So you need to act big and think big and have some, full confidence within yourself that you can do it. As long as you are not hurting other people, so it will be all right. And not there's nothing wrong about it. It's just that you need to control your feelings, because if you will be controlled by your feelings, then your life will be miserable. Those people that cannot control their feelings, that's why they get violent. uh it's just that they really create, uh they treat themselves to be a victim with the problems that they create within themselves. So you need to be careful about that. So it's really necessary that you need to take control of your feelings, because if your feelings will take control of you, then you can't do nothing. It's just that you are you're like you're like an airplane that have no directions, you know, like a ship that have no captain. You have no directions and you're just floating away with the waves, you know. So you need to have some direction, and that direction is your dreams, and that's what you really need to have within yourself in order to attain and gain some things in life. Um, it's just how amazing that even in this fewer months of starting this live streams that I could really comprehend ideas. So it's one of my weaknesses also. So I am afraid to talk to the camera. I am afraid to make some thoughts while talking. So it's just amazing of how I did it right now. And I really believe that practice and practice will really get you through to whatever you really wanted in life. And that's the same, the same morphology in life. When you really want to be a millionaire, so you really need to study business every day. So when you want to be a good basketball player, so you need to train, you need to watch what are the trainings of the great athletes, the NBA players. So that's what you really need uh to be influenced with yourself. You need to be influenced by those people who are already arrived of the destinations that you really want to be the same with them. So you really need to study the person that already arrived of the destinations that you really want to have within yourself. And it's just that you can experience to yourself, but you can save time. You can instantly um, correct, or it can really guide you when you really want, to succeed in life. So it's just that necessary that you need to learn from the best, from the people that already gain success. So you really need to learn from them because it can also lessen the time. You can make good decisions in life through listening and learning from their past failures. It's just that nowadays there are many information, and it also the reasons why you are being misled or out of alignment. So for me, the things that I have do to myself so that I will be even if I will be distracted. So there are always a switch on and off mood for me to really focus within the same amount of time every day. So I have within myself a pocket notebook, and that's the things that I always bring to my pocket. No, I could forget bringing my cell phone, but my pocket notebook will always be in my pocket because I could I will be reminded to myself of what are the most important things that I need to consider and do within a day. Because when I look out in my pocket notebook, so I will put a check when the things that I do or my schedule in a day is already done. So I put a check, and I think it is all right if you have many lists within a day of what are the things that you're going to do, but at least you are being reminded and you can do it for within another day. It's just that you are being guided, you are being uh, aligned with what your actions that you need to do within a day. And when you always do that for the rest of your life, or within the next 2 years or 5 years of your life, so you will attain more things in life. Uh, you will be a successful person because you just um, make it a habit to always do the things that is very important within your day, and that can also lead to success because if you will, more often times being uh, misaligned, or just uh, procrastinations are being built, you know, over time when you always do that. It's just that you didn't notice, and it could lead to depression or frustration when you just really didn't care or didn't give it an awareness within yourself to really protect your time, your mind, to do the things which is very important within your schedule or within a day, and that's what you're really needed to do uh, f- for the next 20 years of your life. You know, it's always a plan. When you make a plan, you as what I have learned, there's some motivational words that I've learned that if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So when you uh, forget to plan, so you will always fail. That's just it's just that really simple that it really uh I just being reminded with that, that you really needed to make a plan, because if you fail to plan, so you plan to fail. It's just that simple but really inspiring words. That's because that's just how powerful words are. You can be a changed man within a moment, within a seconds, if you just hear something or read something or watch something, especially in words. Words are very powerful. So I think we really have a nice discussion this morning, and I'm hoping that I have given you some good advice. It's my own realizations in life, my own words, and also the learnings that I have watched from the motivational speaker and YouTube. So this is me. So I love to share ideas. So I also learn that I need to do this because I could give value. It's just that it takes time, to build some audience, but at least we're doing great. We're improving every day, every now and then. So our speech and talks are getting some, at least less, a little bit of improvement, and that's what we really needed. We really needed to acquire within ourselves so that we can be a good speaker or something like that. We just really don't know. You just have to think of what would be of how good you are when you 15 years from now, when you always keep on talking, when you always keep on making a live in a live stream or in a video, or you're always practicing every day how to talk and how to express your ideas, within a day. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, mga Bol-anon, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video, and goodbye. Ciao.